If you're a fan of running and hiding in girls' toilets, then the Coma Recut may be the horror game for you. And while it may not be particularly scary, it does have an intriguing plot and a colourful array of characters to help keep you playing through till the end. You play as Youngho, a Korean student busy studying for his end of year exams. His day starts off pretty terribly as he oversleeps, gets turned down by a mysterious girl from another school, and then finds out that a fellow student tried to kill himself. And to top it all off, he falls asleep during a test, then wakes up to find himself in a nightmarish abandoned version of his school where his once friendly teacher is now a box cutter wielding maniac out for his blood. The game's then a series of fetch quests around the many different classrooms and offices as you try to figure out what the paranormal hell is going on. You soon find out that you're not alone as you come across some of the other students who perhaps provide you with some side quests as well as leave a whole range of notes scattered about to give you a bit more background as to what actually happened. Particularly helpful is that out-of-place girl from the beginning with the unexplained bandages on her arms, who seems to know a bit more about what's going on here than she's letting on, making you weary about trusting her, and yet without a lot of other options, you have to go along with her plans. The characters here have all got surprisingly fun personalities, whether it's the nervous nerdy friend who pulls off Schwarzenegger quotes shouting "I'll be back," which it's a shame it's not voice acted, or Youngho himself who thinks that a teacher asking him to see her after school counts as a date. In fact, the whole intro section before everything goes to shit is actually a lot of fun. There's the classic schoolyard politics with a bully asking you not to rat them out, or your female childhood friend apparently being the centre of every guy's attention. I kinda wish there was more of this high school drama stuff, with the unique cartoony art style and a fun sense of humour. I may not have even minded if the whole horror theme was left out of this game entirely, but I digress. Miss Song, the teacher who's now running around the school trying to kill you, is at first a bit freaky. She pops up at random, and because you have no weapons, it's all about running, dodging, and trying to find an unlocked room with an empty cupboard or a toilet cubicle in to hide until she goes away. And this does initially provide some pretty frantic gameplay. The problem is though, as soon as you find a few good hiding spots, any feeling of being under threat goes away because as long as you get into a hiding spot before she enters a room, which is quite easy, she won't find you. Her AI is never clever enough to actually check in any of the cupboards, so perhaps if a searching mechanic was introduced and then randomised so you never know if she's going to look around or not, then it may have helped to prolong the tension. The rest of the game is then about rummaging through desks and boxes to find items that will help you proceed, plus food and snacks to help you heal your health and stamina. There is a lot to search, and because you don't want to miss anything, you do end up searching everything, which I guess some people may find a bit tedious. The school itself has some interesting rooms, and with a handy map it's hard to get lost, at least until the very end when things get a little bit more bizarre. I like that some of the horror is not always about obvious jump scares, but sometimes it's just some simple imagery like seeing a girl's corpse stuffed down one of the toilets. It's subtle but helps make things a little bit more chilling. The game features multiple endings depending upon some of your decisions and on some of the side quests that you may or may not have discovered. The game only lasted around 3 hours and it was okay. I feel like it needed some puzzles or perhaps some different enemy types to bring a bit more variety to the table. It could have done with letting loose a bit more and going a little bit more nuts. By the end I felt like I'd just finished level 1 when really that was all the game had to offer. As I said, it's okay. Thanks for watching.